I've recently moved to United States and I get a call stating that I've committed a tax fraud in USA. I will be sent to a detention facility in Arizona and the cops are on their way to pick me up. I can request the IRS to open an investigation, but that will cost me $3,000. This is that story. So on a bright Sunday morning, I chose to work from home because I was not feeling too well. I had my breakfast and I'm working on some stuff. And suddenly, my phone rings. The caller ID says US IRS. I have recently filed my taxes for the first time, so I immediately pick up the call. The person on the line says, "Am I talking to?" I confirm, "Yes, sir." "Do you currently live at this address? Is this your permanent address in India? Are these the last 4 digits of your social security number?" I confirm everything. The person has all my details, so I have no reason to doubt at this point. You have committed a tax fraud in the United States by sending money illegally to foreign accounts. You will be sent to a detention facility in Arizona with no access to attorney for the next 5 days. I immediately intervene. "But sir, I have not made any such transfers." The person replies, "Do not interrupt. If you think these are false charges, you can request IRS to open an investigation on your behalf." Now, as of this moment, this call is being recorded and the FBI is tracking your movement and your cell phone usage. We have 6 rules for these calls that you have to follow, otherwise a non-bailable warrant will be issued against you. You cannot disconnect the call. You cannot put us on mute or hold. You cannot step out of your house. You cannot talk to anyone. You cannot use your internet. And if the call gets disconnected, you are not allowed to do anything until we call back. Now by this time, I'm alert, concerned, and spooked. The person continued, "Now would you like to go to jail? Or do you want IRS to open an investigation for you?" For a scared person, this was a no-brainer. I immediately said, "Please open an investigation for me." To which he replied, "Okay sir, but you will have to pay $3,000 to IRS to initiate an investigation. And if the charges are dropped, you will get the entire money back." I confirmed, "So I will deposit the money in the IRS office and will I get a receipt?" To which he replied, "Yes sir, you will get a receipt." Then I said, "Okay, sure, I would like to pay $3,000. The person continued, "Okay sir, now you will get a call from the police officer who was on his way to arrest you. You will get a call from a number ending with 911. And I immediately get a call. I put the first call on hold and the officer says, "Are you at your home? I'm coming to arrest you. You will be detained in a Florida facility for 5 days. To which I immediately reply, "But sir, I've decided to opt for the investigation." The officer says, "Oh, so you are paying $3,000. It's okay. But remember, if you break any of the rules, a non-bailable warrant will be issued against you and I'll come and arrest you." To which I reply, "I understand sir." I hung up the call and I joined the earlier call. Now I was a little confused. The IRS officer said that the detention facility is in Arizona, but the police officer said Florida. Also, why did the number end with 911? It looked like an ordinary cell phone number that ends with 911. I vaguely remembered someone had mentioned it to me that a lot of time scammers will use this trick to extract money from innocent people. As I regained my composure, I realized that the person on the call had a fabricated accent. Also, his communication skills were pretty average. But still, I was a little concerned. And since I will be depositing the money in an IRS office and I will have a receipt, I decided to continue. Meanwhile, the person said that I can go to a nearby bank, withdraw the money, and then he will give me the address of nearest IRS location. I realized from the moment I agreed to pay the money, the person sounded a little more happy and relaxed. This increased my doubts even further. I went to a nearby bank and I placed the call on mute while I explained everything to the bank employee. The employee said, "This looks like a scam call. IRS will never call and ask you for money. For any such query, they will send a letter." This cemented all my doubts. Meanwhile, the caller kept on calling my name on the phone. To assure him, I said, "I have the money and there were some signal issues inside the bank because of which I could not reply." He gave me an address which was 1 mile from my place, and to my surprise, it was a Walmart. So I told him, "Sir, you have given me the wrong address." To which he replied, "No sir, your city does not have an IRS office. You can send the money via wire transfer and we will email you the receipt shortly." To which I strictly said no. I am not going to do any wire transfer. I will deposit the money only in an IRS office with a receipt. After listening to this, he paused for a moment and he said, "No sir, it's safe. You can deposit the money and we will send you the receipt shortly." I strongly said, "No, I am not going to pay via wire transfer." To which he said, "Okay, then our officer will come and arrest you." I said, "That won't be necessary. I'm standing next to an officer. I will explain everything to him and then he can decide what needs to be done." He swiftly replied, "No, if you do that, a non-bailable warrant will be issued against you." I said, "It's okay. I'm explaining everything to the officer." The call got disconnected. Nobody came and nobody called back. Just as a precautionary measure, I went into a public store and I stayed there for some time. I immediately Googled IRS scam and I saw a lot of people had posted about the same scenario. On my way back home, I realized I could have handled this situation much better. I had not committed any crime. Then why was I so scared? When I moved to a new country, I should know the laws, my rights, and the challenges I may face. The situation would have been different if I was working from office. I would have had my colleagues to guide and support me. But I'm glad I did not lose any money and I stayed at public places at all the time. Apart from this, there are several other scams that people have faced in the past, like extracting money on the name of visa issues. I think the most important part here is not to panic in such situations and to try and gauge if the call is genuine or not. Also, whenever you hear anything related to money or gift cards, it is a red flag and you should immediately disconnect. For any such concerns and doubt, it's always better to call back to the genuine helpline number of the department to check if there is really something that you need to take care of.